Here's Joe Adell making his season debut for the Angels, and this guy just a very highly thought of young talent in the Angels system. He's only 22 years old. We saw him last year in that weird 60-game schedule. In fact, he played the majority of the Angels games, but it was tough. So this year he spent the better part of the year, in fact, all of it to this point at AAA Salt Lake. Good numbers, especially good power numbers. And he started after that one. Oh, apparently held up 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys. He is still a top 10 and maybe even top 5 consensus throughout baseball. I haven't really looked closely at some of those midseason updates when you look at the prospect list, but he's a name that a lot of people around baseball know, and he got that little bit of an opportunity last year. Didn't go great for him, but as you mentioned, some really good numbers in the minor leagues, and still plenty of time in the career of Joe Adell to get it going. But he's got some big pop in that bat, that is for sure.
1-2 from Lyles. Breaking ball. It's wide. Adell was a first-round draft pick, 10th selection overall back in 2017 out of Ballard High School in Louisville, Kentucky. 2-2 pitch and a foul tip. He stays alive.
Well, Joe Adell made his big league debut last year, and he got a highlight that, well, he'll probably consider a low light, but we'll see it for a long time. Take it back to August 9th on that fly ball that he was tracking. It looked like he had a beat on it, and then the ejecto mitt threw it right over the fence, and it turned into what they called a 4-base error. I was hoping they would give him a home run. I understand why they didn't for Nick Solak. But that one's going to be around for a long time. It's not going to be Canseco in the head long. I don't think it's going to have that kind of life to it, but it'll be close. I
think it's got some staying power. That was a really unique play. You felt for him in the moment because it's weird. I mean, that's just not the type of thing you would expect to happen to any player. 3-2 pitch, and that one misses, and Adell takes the walk. Well, there goes Adell. Pitch looked pretty good. Throw down to second is also good, but not in time. And Adell has his first stolen base of the year.
And his first stolen base as a big leaguer. He was 0 for 1 last year when he got an opportunity. Decent jump, but good speed, and you could see him that speed kind of picking up. And very interesting, similar slide to what we saw from David Fletcher. For all the guys that wear the oven mitts, and he has one on, we have seen 2 stolen base attempts so far in this game from Angels base runners, and both of them have slid feet first.
At DJ Peters, and he check swings and rolls that one right into right field for a base hit. Big, strong guy. Yeah, I don't know. Shrug emoji. He'll take.
Like he didn't offer it that pitch. Think about what we saw with Marsh and how far he went compared to how far Peters went.
So the inning continues, and Joe Adell, who walked earlier, takes a big swing and a miss here. Well, you were talking earlier about batting practice and how some just don't take as much, and we were discussing how it may, I don't know, feels like it may be disappearing. Who knows, 5-10 years from now. This guy Joe Adell, this is one of the reasons all of us still love batting practice. Joe Adell was putting on a show today, and I can't claim to have witnessed all of it. There were a couple that I saw, a couple of massive shots. But I was getting text messages from Rick Renner. Mike Bassett came into the booth before the broadcast, was like, did you guys see that? He hit the truck over our set out there in left field. That ball stroked out to left and just gets by White. Upton's in. Gosselin right on his heels. He'll score. And Adell with a 2-run double is giving the Angels a 3-1 lead.
Well, right on time. This one sounded pretty hard off the bat, better than 100 miles an hour. So breaking ball, not a bad one, but not his best either from Jordan Lyles. And I think this ball just continued to carry on Eli White. As you see him kind of close on it, we know Eli's got some of the greatest speed in the game, so if he can't get to it, probably nobody else could get to it either.
For the run, that's interesting.
They got some issues. Garrett Cole on the COVID IL. Jordan Montgomery on the COVID IL. And they brought in Andrew Heaney from these Angels right here. Kind of really just as some inventory to have some starting pitching to help out down the stretch. He had a rough one, giving up 4 home runs in his first game. The Yankees got their hands full.
Bouncer left side of the infield for Culberson, and he will throw out Adell. 1 away here in the 6th inning. Still loaded, Joe Adell in his first game of the season with the Angels. He's already driven in 2. And the 2-run double in the 3rd inning. He's also walked. And Santana's 1-0 pitch. Finds the corner. And maybe got a little extra that time too. So
yeah, again, it goes back to, for me, where he starts that pitch. I mean, maybe you caught the corner, maybe it was a little bit off, but the amount of horizontal break that he gets on his slider is something that's pretty special. He just got to figure out a way to get consistent command of it.
Well, this ball ripped over shortstop into left field. That's a base hit. Upton scores again. They'll go station to station, and it's 8-3. Still nobody out. And that'll do it. Woody's seen enough. He heads out. Brett Martin had been loosening in the bullpen, likely to come on next. 8-3, Angels on top.
Would there be a bump? Listen, I'd be interested if I was in town to come watch Shohei Ohtani pitch and hit.
So I'm betting on the bump, right? You want to put in an attendance guess a day in advance?
I like it.
It's a fun little game. I'll forget about an hour after this one's over.
No, I'll remember. We'll write it down. Would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll take first crack at this one. Let's see. Joe Adell, by the way, also having a good day today. And it's 1-1. So I'll say, let's see, what kind of bump could he legitimately provide? I'll say 24,000 tomorrow.
Any promotions or anything that we know of?
Well, it's Dollar Hot Dog Day.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll go 24,001. See what I did there, Stevie? See how I played him? I let him go first. I looked like the gentleman, but really I had a plan all along.
1-2 on Adell. What about it, Sarah?
Sarah's not. Wait, what? Sarah's involved? Oh, I'm sorry. You can go second.
I'll get in
Sarah.
on this action. I'm gonna up you though, CJ. I'm gonna go 24-5.
Oh.
Ohtani's big. I mean, give him credit.
24,500 or 24,005?
500.
Oh. Down the left field line, and that'll be extra bases for Adell. Stassi stops at third base. As close as Brian Butterfield's been to third base tonight. Give a little 5 there to Stassi.
You mentioned the good night that Joe Adell is having. This is a breaking ball from Spores, and that one just spun, did not break at all. They're trying to get that ball away from right-handed hitting Adell. So he has got to be thrilled with his first game back in the big leagues. Mentioned the struggles last year, what that can do to your confidence. He starts the season in the minor leagues, and he gets back here in the big leagues, and he's got a 3-hit night.
Still very young as Terry pops this one up short right field. And Adell takes care of it. 2 away.
It would have been really impressive if he turned that one into a home run.